My name is Anna. I am 17 years old, and today I want to tell you about my story. Like many girls, I grew up with dreams. I imagined a beautiful wedding, flowers, music, and then a magical night with my husband. I thought the first night of marriage was about romance, passion, and closeness. But the reality I lived was different and much better than what I had expected. When my wedding day came, I sat in my room dressed as a bride. My hands were shaking, my heart was beating fast. Everyone told me, "Anna, your life will change tonight." Some of my friends even whispered scary things. They said, "The first night is not about you, it is only about your husband." So I was nervous. I wanted love, not fear. Finally, my husband entered the room. I kept my eyes low, but I could feel him looking at me. Then, instead of rushing towards me, he sat quietly on a chair. For a moment, I thought something was wrong. But then he spoke. "Anna," he said gently, "I want to tell you something important. Tonight is special, but it is not a race. I don't want to hurry. I don't want only your body. I want your heart, your trust, and your respect. We can wait. We can know each other first." His words shocked me. I looked up, my eyes wide. "But isn't this night supposed to be, you know?" He smiled kindly. "People talk too much. Love is not just about physical closeness. Love begins with respect. If we don't have trust, nothing else will feel right. I don't want you to feel scared or forced. I want you to feel safe and loved." At that moment, tears filled my eyes. All my fear melted away. We didn't do what everyone had told me. Instead, we talked for hours. I told him about my childhood, about how I loved reading stories. He told me about his struggles in life, about how he wanted to make his parents proud. We laughed, we shared secrets, and slowly I began to see him not as a stranger, but as a friend. When I finally closed my eyes that night, I felt peace. In the following days, I started noticing something unusual about my husband. Unlike many men I had seen in movies or heard about in stories, he never forced me, never made me feel like I was only a wife for physical needs. Instead, he encouraged me to study further. "Anna," he said one morning, "marriage is not the end of your dreams. It is the beginning. You must keep learning, keep growing." I was surprised. In my village, many girls were told to stop studying after marriage. But here was my husband, saying the opposite. He even bought me English storybooks. "Read these," he told me. "They will help you learn new words. We can practice together." Every evening, we sat in our small living room. He would read a page in English, and then I would try. Sometimes I made mistakes, and we laughed together. Slowly, I realized that real love is not about one night. It is about every day, every small act of care. But life is never perfect. One evening, I saw a message on his phone. A girl had written, "I miss you." My heart stopped. Suddenly, all my fears came back. I thought, maybe he is not honest. Maybe his sweet words were lies. When he returned home, I could not hide my feelings. With tears in my eyes, I showed him the message. "Who is she?" I asked. He looked at me calmly. Then he took the phone, opened the chat, and showed me everything. It turned out she was his old friend from college. She was going through a hard time and often wrote emotional things. But my husband had never replied with wrong intentions. He always kept his words respectful. "Anna," he said gently, "trust is the foundation of marriage. If you don't trust me, our love will break. That is why I want to be open with you. I have nothing to hide." I felt ashamed of doubting him, but he hugged me and whispered, "It's okay. Trust is not built in one day. It takes time, but I promise I will always be honest with you." That night, I learned an important lesson. Respect builds trust, and trust builds love. Months passed. Slowly, our bond grew stronger. One evening, while we were watching the sunset together, he held my hand and said, "Anna, I think we are ready now. We know each other. We trust each other. And I love you with all my heart." This time, I didn't feel nervous. I didn't feel scared. Because I knew it was not about duty, not about fear, not about one night. It was about two hearts becoming one. That moment was not like in the movies. It was better because it was real. Now, when I look back, I smile. People had told me that marriage was about sacrifice, about giving up freedom, about serving a husband. But my experience taught me something else. Marriage is about respect. Without respect, there is no love. Trust. Without trust, there is no peace. Patience. Love grows slowly, like a flower. Support. A real partner lifts you up, not holds you down. Today, I share my story not just for myself, but for every girl and boy who will one day step into marriage. Don't believe everything people say. Don't rush. Don't force. Build your relationship on honesty and care. Because true love is not just about the first night. It is about every day after. Final educational message. My story is not about secrets or shame. It is about truth. And the truth is simple. Love is respect. If you respect your partner, if you listen, if you care, everything else will follow naturally. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Pro English Stories for more interesting stories.